Welcome to National Sports Chat. This your man's Ken the Guru. You're now tuned in to my take. And before I give you my take, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get it. What's up with y'all, man? Yeah, so I had to talk about it. The situation that happened with Damian Lillard. And this not even the first time that it actually happens. Now, I think Dame is the most underappreciated superstar in the history of the NBA. I'm gonna start with that fact because he get 9 calls that like a LeBron James would get. But the thing is, he's a smaller guard. But it's like they allow other players to play him physically, a lot more physical than they would a LeBron James. And it's just upsetting because when you look at the actual play that happened, there were 2 non-calls. There were 2 non-calls. The first non-call was the fact that he actually got fouled in the process. And then the second non-call was the ball already hit the backboard, easily hit the backboard before Gobert hit the ball, before he blocked the shot. And the officiating didn't even want to look at the play. They didn't want to look at it. They didn't want to see it. They just rather it be a non-blown call. So now it forces me to ask the question: are we experiencing another Donahue like type situation to where the refs are basically gambling on specific games, or is some type of scandal going on? Because that's the only explanation I can actually give as to why Dame did not receive any type of call, or the fact that the ref didn't even want to take a look to make sure that they called the right play. So they rather deal with the controversy, of the non-call, but they rather not make the call. And this is unfortunate because Portland is playing for a playoff spot. And they're definitely behind the Memphis Grizzlies, which they lost yesterday. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That was a chance, an opportunity that Portland could have got, 1 game up. But instead, the officiating didn't want to do their job. And that's why I don't like rules, that's not flexible. Because, I understand that in order to regulate a game and make sure that it's organized and structured, we definitely need rules. But here's the thing. We need flexibility in the rules as well, which means that even if you guys, the NBA, didn't like, or don't have a policy to where at a certain time it's not reviewable, or if it's a non-call, it's not reviewable. No, just like the NFL, even like in the NFL, they sometimes still get it wrong, but the coach is allowed to have a challenge. And if they don't get that challenge, then they'll be automatically charged with a timeout. Apply that same rules and regulation, because now this is the second time that it happened to them. Remember, Carmelo against this same Utah Jazz team, he got fouled on a 3-point shot by Gobert. And then we had this situation yesterday where Damian Lillard went to the hole, got fouled. They missed that call. Then Gobert blocked the ball off the rim, off the backboard, and they did not call that. I'm trying to understand for the life of me, how was that a no call? Now, when we talk about players, when they say freedom of speech, I guess that means that you're allowed to criticize anything outside of the NBA, because if Damian Lillard gets fined, that's very unfortunate, because anybody in that situation will react like that. Now, you're not a robot. He has feelings, emotions, and he expressed himself in a situation that was very stressful and traumatic, for them, because they supposed to at least have a chance at winning that game. They supposed to at least have a chance at winning that game. And I think they should definitely overturn that loss. And at least if they never had a draw, change it to a draw, play at a subsequent time or something. But you just can't allow him to lose like that at all. Feel what I'm saying? Like I say, man, Damian Lillard is the most underappreciated best point guard in the league right now. I don't see anybody right now that's playing better than Dame. I don't see anybody as a point guard that can guard Dame. I don't see none of them that's better than Dame. Like, you bring Curry back, I still have Dame over Curry. Yeah, Curry, he got handles. He got very good shot. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing that Dame don't have, except for Dame is just less flashy with it. He rather make the easy play. He throw less turnovers. So that's the type of player that Dame is. Curry, he's a crowd pleaser type of point guard. He want to try to make the moves, the best moves or fancy moves to get the oohs and ahs. Dame just coming to work. You know what I'm saying? And I see that. Obviously, the NBA don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate him like the way they supposed to. Only one that's probably appreciative is the Portland organization. Because that's very unfortunate right now. The fact that we even had to talk about something that the whole world seen. The whole world. And then you come out with a 2-minute report. Like, man, that does nothing. Your 2-minute report does absolutely nothing but make other players mad. The fact that they tried to tell you in a moment and you refuse to listen. But then you come out with a BS report. How about y'all do this? You allow the league to evaluate what went on in that moment, right? The NBA, in that moment, they should be able to call downtown or wherever, the headquarters are, and then send the review there. So therefore, we won't have to come out with no minute reports or 2-minute report. You don't have to do that. You just make the corrections right then and there. Get it right. Because like I said, man, there's been a lot of corruption going on in the NBA as far as amongst referees. And he need to get fined. Whatever it is that Dame get fined, the referees need to pay for it. If Damian get fined, the referees need to pay for it. Because that very unfortunate, man. Now, instead of being possibly 25 and 28, you know what I'm saying, catching up to the Memphis Grizzlies, now they 24 and 29. So those games, might turn out to hunt them. And it's the second time. It's the second time with Dame, but it's not the only time that it happened against the Utah Jazz. So I have to ask the question, what is going on at the organization of the Utah Jazz to where people are not getting the calls in very dire situations? You know what I'm saying? But man, that's all I got for now, man. They definitely need to, put some more respect on Dame's name, because he's one of the few players that don't really cry like most players, and he get less foul calls. He always getting fouled. And in that game, he got fouled at least 3 times on shot attempts. They'll call a foul on him quick, but they won't give him a foul call. You know what I'm saying? You see how that's working right now? But man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already, man. Man, it's your man's Ken the Guru, man. I'm out.